Broncos Country, Nuggets Nation. It has been one hell of a week. The Denver Nuggets sweep the Los Angeles Lakers straight out of the playoffs, and the Denver Nuggets are headed to their very first finals in franchise history. Can they continue to make history in this miraculous season? Time will only tell, but I say yes, and I can't wait to talk more about it. We also have tons of news coming out of Dove Valley today. We have a great show. This is going to be exciting. Let's go, Broncos Country. Let's get to it.
Nothing wrong with Orange and Blue podcast.
Oh
my gosh.
Is up, Broncos Country? What is up, Nuggets Nation? How y'all doing tonight? Because I'm feeling on fire. I'm pumped. And that's even after having a very, very terrible personal day. Guys, the Denver Nuggets in the finals. Oh! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so pumped. I'm so serious. Guys, welcome to the Nothing Runs the Orange and Blue podcast. My name is Johnny Baki. I am your host, but I am joined tonight, as always, by my co-host, my cousin, my childhood best friend, Jay the Dreamweaver.
Oh my gosh, dude. Nugs Nation. We rise. You know, it is the Nuggets' turn to step to the front row. So I'm just, everyone should be just standing applaud, and they deserve a standing applaud. So
would the real Denver Nuggets please stand up? I'm just saying, guys. I know, right? Excuse me. This has been one hell of a week. We are joined tonight by the newest full-time member of the Orange and Blue Network, now only exclusively with the Orange and Blue Network, Mr. Rob Myrick. Down below.
Thank you. Nuggets fans, y'all should be very proud of your team. I say that if the Nuggets win it all, Denver has to follow suit, period.
Okay, all right. I'm going to sweeten the deal, okay? Rob, you have said to us here, not on the show, but in the background, that you really don't care about basketball and you really don't have a team.
I said I don't follow basketball. I didn't say I don't care.
Sorry, you don't follow basketball, but you don't have an official team that you're just like, that's my team. Because just for our sakes, if the Nuggets take it all the way this year, Rob Myrick officially becomes a Denver Nuggets fan.
I declare bankruptcy.
Wait, no, Jay, no, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing.
Hey, after the personal day I had, I might have to. Okay.
Cut it, producer. God.
Guys, how has your week been? Jay?
Dude, I've been floating on cloud nine. I've been hanging out in the mountains. Went and saw your folks. Went and saw Grandma in Longmont. Dude, had a great time in Colorado. Saw game.
You don't have to rub it in, jackass.
Game 2 of the Nuggets Lakers. Got to see LeBron cry for the last time. I could probably safely say that'll be the last time I see him. And what great, vibes to leave him with. Take that L on the way out.
What a game that was, too. I mean, what was that win by 15? No, that game that was by 5, wasn't it?
That was the close one where Murray just turned it on in the fourth.
Yeah. What a game, guys. Real quick, before we get into it, Rob, how has your week been, brother?
Hey, man, it's been another week. Just been busy with work, with side projects, staying busy. And, I didn't watch any of the games in its entirety, but I did, check out the highlights. And I'm very, very surprised that the Lakers got swept, even in LA, because that's what a lot of people were saying. They were saying, when they go back to LA, the Lakers are going to turn it on and turn it around. And they just flat out didn't.
Well, actually, they kind of did. The Nuggets just matched and pushed further.
Right, but harder. I mean, in retrospect, when you look at it like that, it's like they didn't,
Johnny,
really turn it on.
What did you say?
I said no. The Lakers did go back to LA and they did turn up the heat, and the only difference was that the Nuggets matched that intensity and pushed it further.
That's what she said.
I see what you did there.
Around here, all right. We got to do some Joker grins, all right?
Oh, do you see this? Do you see this? I'm rocking my playoff T-shirt. I'm rocking my beautiful hat, bro. I'm all Nuggets.
I got a little bit of beer left, and
real beer.
Real beer, and I planned on pouring it out for Brandon McManus, the last guy to die, or the last guy to live. So we'll talk about it. But
we'll get into that too.
We already have to make a notice. I'm moving on to a different beer.
That's okay. That. Yeah. All right. We've already got our buddies, some of our buddies in the house, in the comments. We got Avatar, the one, the only. It's been a while, actually, since I've seen Avatar in our chat stream. Avatar, it is good to see you, brother. He says, "What's up, Broncos Country and Nuggets Nation?" They wouldn't have won a few of those games without Murray, so I can see where he can see where Shadow is coming from. Because Shadow was actually talking about, and this is actually something I was going to bring up in our Nuggets, or a little bit of Nuggets talk. Personally, I applaud Joker. I mean, he is Joker.
I am the smartest man alive!
Got to take nothing away from a guy who gets 4 triple-doubles in the same, in a 4-game series. In a 4-game series sweep. Can't take anything away from that. But let's go ahead and be honest for just a second here. Were it not for Jamal Murray, games 2, 3, and 4 likely would not have been wins.
And that's why, the man, the myth, the legend here, D-Rock, comes in and says, as much as I want to give Jokic his flowers, which he deserves it, I don't think he deserved that MVP of the finals. I think John, you touched on that, and I would wholeheartedly agree. Jamal Murray, coming back from an ACL injury. That's the storyline of this entire year. And everybody, Bronco fans, take note. Javonte Williams, this is his best case scenario.
Yeah, well, Greg, just remember, Javonte Williams has a torn ACL and torn PCL. So that's a little bit more intense.
It is.
But I'm with you. That's my point. I think personally that Joker getting the series MVP or the Western Conference MVP is for the finals is well deserved. But I think that it's more political than anything. Okay, I think he should have gotten season MVP over Joel Embiid, and they were just making that right by giving him that. while that particular trophy for these finals should have gone to Jamal Murray.
Let me say something to that. The politics of life, this really makes it known how different the Denver Broncos are in mainstream media compared to the rest of Denver sports in the light of national media. Broncos get like great nationality and great respect, and like we have great tradition, and the Broncos franchise is always upheld as like one of the best franchises.
The gold standard. It's the gold standard.
Yep. And that is not what the Nuggets are. The Nuggets are like a flyover. Who gives a shit?
You know what? At this point in our show, I just really don't care so much anymore. I really don't. Listen, our grandmother may watch this show, and grandma has spent enough time around us to know that we curse. Okay,
she probably curses more than us.
That's probably true.
Well,
while she's sipping her whiskey, right, Jay?
Well, if you look at it, the only reason that Denver is regarded so highly is because of the man, the myth, the legend, God rest his soul, Pat Bowlen. Pat Bowlen is the one that set that standard from the get-go. If you didn't live up to that standard, you were out, period.
Yeah.
And so, hopefully, I think the Nuggets are following suit and getting some ownership in there that say, this is the standard that we're going to live by, and either do it or get out.
Well, Jay made this point, and Jay, I'm going to totally steal this from you before you can say it because I can. But you say that, and that is absolutely true. And the thing is, the Broncos have gotten away from it. But very recently, the Colorado Avalanche have adopted that a very similar, style in terms of their, the makeup of their organization and how they're going to do it. And now the Nuggets followed suit and did the exact same thing. We are going to build a culture here, a culture that is unselfish, a culture that brings in talent that we can develop in-house and turn into the difference makers.
Yes.
And we're going to do that. And then eventually we may not win win the championship every season, but we're going to win championships, and we're going to do it with our people. And the Broncos had gotten away from that, way away from that in the past 7 years.
Oh, long time. Yeah.
So with this new ownership group and all the homage and all the shout outs they're constantly giving the Pat Bowlen era, I really do believe, and I hope against hope that they are looking at what the Nuggets and the Avalanche have done and taking a few notes and being like, okay, this is how we get back there. You know what I mean? It's fantastic. Regardless, no matter the politics, no matter who hoisted an MVP trophy last night, the Denver Nuggets are going to their very first finals in franchise history in 47 years. 47 years. We've never broken that plane. And I mean, and there were so many stats. Jokic broke a ton of Wilt Chamberlain stats. That's insane. Those stats have held for decades. Or records, not stats, records.
Yes.
Those are records that have held for decades, and he broke them. Jamal Murray's fourth quarter 24 points, 23 points in game 2. Yeah, in game 2. He is now only the third player in history to have more than 20 points in a fourth quarter in an NBA playoff game. Does anybody know what the other two are?
Probably Jordan.
You got one right there.
Magic Johnson.
No.
That's a good.
It was a guess, damn it.
It's Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson. That's some pretty damn good company to be keeping.
Well,
Nuggets, get it done.
So, I just have one last basketball-related thing that I needed to get off my chest, and Rob, maybe this is someone that you can recognize and maybe reflect upon if you watched basketball.
Magic Johnson. Oh, sorry.
No.
Shaq.
The coincidence of timing of life at the precipice and eve of the greatest victory in Nuggets history. Carmelo Anthony decided to rear his ugly head again and try to make it all about me. Trying to steal the spotlight away from our Denver Nuggets and the hard path that they have had to sweat to get to where they are. And Mr. It's all about me, and until it's not about me, I'm leaving. And he shows up out of the woodworks. Horrible comparison, but like he literally did on the eve of us sweeping the Lakers. You know what, man? I hope we don't raise a rafter for him. I hope we don't give him a number. I like,
You know that's not going to happen.
Pay a ticket just like any other fan. I'll see you at the game, Carmelo. I don't think we're going to have a standing O for you, though.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that as somebody who attended several games when Melo was in Denver, early Melo career in Denver, back before he was kind of Mr. Me. I loved Carmelo Anthony up to a point. I loved his play. It's just like LeBron James. I don't like LeBron James at all. I can't stand the guy. I think he ruined Space Jam. That right there is worthy of hell, in my opinion. Like, you wreck Space Jam, you're going to hell. Okay? But more than that, I can't stand somebody who is all me. And I also can't stand somebody who has to flop to win. That bothers the ever-loving dog shit out of me. So, pardon me, I'm getting so fired up, I'm coughing. So, looking at Melo, very similar personality there, definitely all me. But again, just like I can still admit, no, regardless of how much I can't stand the guy, LeBron James is a great player. So is Carmelo Anthony. Just a crappy person. I mean, I think we can at least agree on that.
100%.
Okay. That being said, Broncos fans, Nuggets Nation, the Denver Nuggets, June 1st, Thursday, June 1st, NBA Finals versus either the Celtics or the Heat, but let's just be honest, it's going to be the Heat.
Who cares?
Yeah, nobody really does. Now, let me ask you this before we move on to Broncos stuff, which I know everybody's waiting for. Give me just a second. Let's just say, I'm going to ask you about both of them, the Celtics or the Heat. Do either of them stand a chance of winning best of 7 against Denver at all? Blue and gold glasses off. Do either of them stand a chance of defeating Denver in 7 games?
From what I saw from the highlights, I'm going to go with no.
Jay?
So we're talking Al Horford for Boston, who would be covering Nikola Jokic, back-to-back MVP. Or you want Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, neither of them.
So again, no matchups that will scare me as far as Jokic goes. So I don't care about Jimmy Buckets or any other person that's shooting shooting crazy baskets and whatnot. The Joker is it. He's the start. He's the end. Like, if you can't cover him, it's over.
Alpha and Omega, and of course, every letter in between is Jamal Murray. And so, yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna throw out one more thing. This is my observation that I have been wanting to bring up. Third best Nuggets player. The third best Nuggets player. Get ready, it might shock you. Bruce Brown.
Wait.
Oh, I just said it. Okay, yeah. All right, sorry. Bruce Brown. No. Hear me out, okay? I don't take anything away from MPJ, Aaron Gordon. I am very serious. Or KCP. I take nothing away from our starting 5. Bruce Brown, every game coming off the bench at least 16 points, and he's doing it convincingly.
Disturbing.
I find your lack of faith disgusting.
Oh dear. I can't believe you're going to stand there and disrespect AG Aaron Gordon, the guy that would walk around the corner and strike fear into any human that struck eyes with him. He is a scary, scary person. I mean...
Are you scared of him, Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? No, that's fine.
Among other people,
that's fine. Look... I'm sorry. I think that Bruce Brown is a difference maker for this team, an absolute difference maker. I think that regardless of the guy that makes you piss your pants, I think, well, a lot of it. I think when you put Bruce Brown in the game, if you don't, or when you're making those rotations, if Bruce Brown's not in that game, we don't win these games.
Have I told you that before?
So, all right, if all you have out there is Jeff Green, Papa Jeff Green, good old man Jeff Green,
the stroking uncle.
Yeah, out there on the court, dude. I mean, the guy can take a hit. I'll give him that. He can take a charge. Good for him.
Yeah.
But look, Bruce Brown, without him leading our bench, we don't win those games. So difference maker right there. That's it. So, excuse me, I'll jump off my soapbox before I cough out a lung.
I am Beyonce
Anyway.
always.
Yeah. Man, you had a little extra time, didn't you? You
I
added
did.
a lot of new sound effects to
I
our
got
soundboard.
super creative. I'm just, I'm super excited to get back in. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna vomit or diarrhea out the mouth with some soundboard things.
I love it. All right, guys. So let's talk some Broncos. So, some big news. There's several big things coming out today. I didn't even get a chance to talk with you guys about some of them earlier in the day. So let's talk about the big one, the big elephant, big orange and blue elephant in the room. And I don't mean me. Yes, that's a fat joke for those paying attention.
Oh.
We still love you, Johnny.
Thank you. I'm glad you love all my roles. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
Anyway. All right. So the elephant in the room of the Denver Broncos today, the end of an era, the last man to fall on the hill.
Really?
Rob, what happened today, buddy?
Well, unfortunately, Denver has released the last remaining player of the Super Bowl 50 championship team. Our boy, Brandon Money McManus.
Oh, B-Mac. Okay.
That's
so
sad.
That's when you play the horns, Jay.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 50.
All right,
And
stop
that's-
before I throw up.
That is what makes it sad. Honestly, it's not B-Mac himself. No offense,
Yeah,
Brandon.
I don't give a shit about him.
But,
Super Bowl 50.
But yeah, I mean that is when you think about it. Like in some ways, Super Bowl 50 feels like it was just yesterday, and in other ways, we know that it's been a lifetime ago. But now we look at our team, there is not a single elder statesman from that team left on the roster, and it just kind of like, oh my God, it truly is the end of an era.
So is this the point where the ownership group appoints Peyton Manning as some kind of top tier executive?
Well, I mean, he's obviously very good at making videos of the Office.
Hey, no joke though. No joke though. Who in the world is going to step up and be the player representative of the team? McManus has been that role for, I want to say like a decade. Like 10 years.
I don't know. I mean, me personally, I'm not even a player, but from the outside perspective looking in, the representative of the NFLPA is the enemy. So
but like that's a big thing in my opinion, and maybe we'll get into that. But that's definitely a hallmark.
I think it would
let go.
I think it would be somebody. I'm going to go ahead and just throw it out there. I think it's going to be somebody who's been with the team a while, and it's going to be somebody who has always shown the utmost affection, the utmost care for his fellow teammates. And
Justin Simmons.
Justin Simmons. Yeah.
Justin Simmons. Yeah.
And I mean, and Jay, you and I know Justin Simmons. We've actually sat down and talked to the guy. And
I'm extremely jealous about, by the way.
I know. I'm still working on getting him back on soon.
Actually, seen him in person a couple times as well. Got a couple autos.
I've got his autograph on my football.
There you go.
I have a picture hugging the guy, and
Do
standing there and talking to him and actually sitting down in chairs and having a real conversation for over 45 minutes.
Next to that picture is a restraining order. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that made into a body pillow that you hug at night?
No, it's on my blanket, but so I can cover myself in the greatness.
Oh, there
But
you go.
no.
Whatever keeps you warm at night.
Yeah, and I agree. Yeah, it keeps me very warm. So I think it's Jay Sims. I think he's the guy. I think he's the logical choice. If you actually really look at it, he's besides maybe Garrett Bowles, he's the longest tenured Bronco now.
I wonder if there will be an in locker room campaign. You got Justin Simmons campaigning on one side and Russell Wilson on the other, because Russell wants it. Russell's just not going to say, you can have it. I mean, Russell wants any sort of fame or any sort of, extra recognition he can get. So I don't know about that.
You'll say it's going to be Jay Sims. The thing about it being Russ right now, I think right now he's got to earn the respect of his teammates again before they're going to be willing to let him represent them.
That's fair.
And unfortunately, from everything that we've heard, given everything that happened last season and all that, I don't think the trust is there. I think he's going to have to, OTAs started today, by the way, guys. Hey!
Today.
Oh, and we've heard nothing, but that's okay. We
Thanks,
knew that was
Sean
we knew that's how it was going to be in the Sean Payton Broncos.
Yep.
But
crickets.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, but I really think that's what it's going to be. Is that the team's not really going to want to vote for Russ to be it because they just don't trust him yet. He kind of seemed out for himself last season, which we know. I know. Knowing Russ is not the case, but I feel like it caused rifts.
But did I not make this up in my head that didn't he have the Walter Payton patch? Like he's got the brown guy.
Yeah, he's got the Walter Payton Man of the Year patch, but that's not just voted on by your teammates.
True.
It's
kind of more of a
and again, that was from his time in Seattle. Things, since he's been in Denver have been slightly different for him. And again, Walter Payton Man of the Year patch is all about service to the community. It has absolutely nothing to do with representing players' best interests.
Speaking of, it represents helping the kids. And Kevin Phillips comes in saying, hey, kids.
Kevin!
How about the kids?
That is my boy. That is one of my best friends, if not my best friend, Kevin Phillips. He's in Jacksonville.
Hey, can I say, Kevin, you've got a heck of a profile picture. I've never even met you or seen you, but that's a top-notch profile pic right
fierce,
there.
Right?
Yeah.
I was about to say it. You beat me to it. I was going to be like, that's a fierce profile pic.
I'm very rarely intimidated by squares. That's a square I'm intimidated by.
That is what we like to call Kevin's blue steel look. But my boy Kevin is in Jacksonville, Florida. He's a Jaguars fan through and through. But
I know about this, Kevin.
On the days when Denver's playing a team, he'll cheer for Denver.
I hear Duval, or is that it? Like in the
Duval, yeah.
No, you know what? I already know about this, Kevin. Then we've talked about him extensively at this point. Kevin, can't wait to actually meet you. Spoiler. Anyway, so I did it. But anyway, going back to Shadows. Whoa!
There you go.
All right. Going back to Shadow's earlier comment. Honestly, I'm surprised McManus wasn't released before last season. I said it at the beginning of this offseason, didn't I? I saw our kicker being a casualty of this offseason, and I wasn't because it just made sense. It was time.
Yeah. But if there was any other personality other than Hackett that came in, I would have believed that. But Hackett was the most vanilla, like, don't rock the ship kind of person ever. So, like,
Brandon McManus, given his personality, he was at least vanilla with sprinkles, okay?
Probably. But Brandon McManus, from everything I've learned, is like a very dominating personality. Like a very outspoken, like in-your-face kind of person. So he probably walked into the room and walked all over Hackett.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good thing and a bad thing with BMAC.
But you can understand by 30 seconds into a meeting with Sean Payton, like,
yeah, you just hit a wall, buddy. Yeah, like Sean, I can actually picture in my head Sean Payton looking sideways at Brandon McManus during a meeting, the way my wife looks at me when I say I forgot to take out the trash.
Yeah.
Like, it's the exact same face. And you know that Sean Payton gives it because we've seen him do it. And so, like, and right that minute, he's like, yep, no, you're off my team.
So really,
Like,
logically, this makes sense. We shouldn't be surprised by this. Right?
No, probably.
Like,
No, I'm not. I wasn't surprised at all. It was sad to see that last member of 50 go, but it wasn't
Rob,
surprising.
what do you think about timing? What do you think about the timing of this, Rob?
Well, I mean, it is the off season, and we did free up. I believe it was $9 million in cap space.
But they made him a post June 1st cap casualty, which by doing so, by releasing him now, but him not hitting the cap till after June 1st, that frees up about that with a few other moves that were made last week, frees up $9 million, and give or take a little.
And so, hopefully we can bring in, another veteran or two on some, team friendly deals to kind of help bolster, the depth. I know we did sign a nose tackle, and unfortunately I don't remember his name, but he played with the Green Bay Packers. He's a big boy in the middle.
Tyler, oh dang it, Tyler. I had it earlier. I had it in my head. I said I wasn't going to forget it either.
But that's certainly not
Tyler
accumulating
Lancaster.
to the $9 million that we get from McManus, right? Like, I mean, so like, it's certainly not a money saving move, right? It's a personality.
It's a culture changing move. I believe it's them saying, look, you had a good run. Things are changing here, and honestly, the roster needs to change with it, because it's kind of like okay, a good example. Let's go. I was trying to stay apolitical, but this is kind of it just has to do with politics. Think about like an election. You know what I mean? Like when a new president is elected, he's not retaining anybody from the previous administration. He's not. I guarantee that if Joe Biden had been elected president right after Barack Obama, that his administration still would have looked different, because you absolutely have to establish, I'm in charge now. This is my organization. This is who I am. I am the captain now. and by retaining those that have been there in the past, that have been part of that have been, whether they were the problem or not, but they were there when the problem existed. This is them saying, look, this is all new. This is what it is now. You're part of what it was then. It's time to let you go. It sucks. It sucks to say goodbye.
But you know what? It's a new team. It's a new culture. It's new owners. It's new everything. And honestly, I'm signing up for anything new. Because why in the world would anyone want to cling on to anything that's happened recently? And you know what? B-Mac's part of that. And extra points I've seen him miss.
Yeah. Go on.
I was just going to say, with that being said, I mean, who are we looking at to bring in to replace McManus?
Now, Marr.
Yeah, I know. Brett Marr is coming in for a tryout or what have you. And
it's just a tryout. It means nothing right now.
It doesn't matter if the skill set is a downgrade. It is that we are bringing someone in that will shut the hell up.
Yeah, pretty much. But again, it's all about the new. And speaking of new, you guys have got to get over to W.GG, the sponsor of today's show, and try the new flavor from them right now. I'm going back to it right meow. The new Cali-O cream. Oh my God, you guys. I meant to bring it up with me to the podcast today, and I didn't. I got my tub of Cali-O cream. It is the most delicious energy blend ever. It is literally an orange it's orange dreamsicle meets mango, dude. It is unfreaking real. And it is so good, guys. You want to get yourself some Dubby. It is a jitterless energy blend. Comes in 7 now. Delicious flavors. Each cup contains at least 2 cups of coffee worth of caffeine, but no sugar crash and no jitters. The best part about all of it, you guys, is what it contains. Or actually, I'm going to go ahead and reverse that. What it doesn't contain. Dubby has no calories. It has no sugar. It has no maltodextrin, no fillers, no artificial color. Guys, it's chock full of amino acids, B vitamins, nootropics, their own patented nootropic called Neurofactor. Keeps you sharp, keeps you quick. Guys, this stuff is the business. So jump on over to dubby.gg, get yourself a tub of Jitterless Energy Blend, and while you are in the checkout, make sure you plug in NRWOB10 to get 10% off of your next order. That is not your next order, off of that order. Bleh. NRWOB10 at checkout, guys, gets you the dub. Do it without the jitters. And that's still up. Look at me.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Also fun. I love it. I love it. So anyway, I'm sorry you gave me the new, and I had to segue to new. Your buddy Kevin says, Johnny, ease back. You might have had too much of it today. Believe it or not, Kevin, this is me without an energy blend. This is beer Johnny every day. All right, like I'm just Mr. Bubbly. That's me, man. That's who I am.
You could say you might have a little bit of swag.
Oh, segue!
I tell you what. You know what? I got to play.
You have better segues than Paul Blart Mall Cop. Just saying.
Oh yeah, big stuff right here. So I tell you what. You come here, you get you some swag. There's the button. All you gotta do is hit it. And I'll tell you what. Today, this button couldn't have come faster and couldn't have come cheaper. You know why? Because it's 15% off. It expires today. You might as well just hit this redeem button as fast as you can because it expires today. 15% off. Woo-wee! All these great things. Here we go. Men, women, kids, babies, all this great stuff. Stickers, super underrated, Johnny. I ordered another sticker.
They're so good, right?
I've been in a big sticker mode because I've got like a side of a fridge now that's like uncovered. So I've just been covering it in stickers. And like these are high quality stickers. So I've bought a lot of stickers of recent. There are some crappy stickers out there, let me tell you.
Lots of anime.
Oh yeah, these stickers, let me tell you, they stick. All right, and that's all you can ask for when buying a sticker. So pick yourself up a sticker. $2.99. Johnny,
oh man,
back to you.
I love it. Oh, that was fun, you guys. Yeah, you know these stickers. I want to put that on Facebook. These stickers, they stick. Like,
it's just a picture of Jay's face.
This sticker sticks. I love it. And Kevin is asking, is that the Northwest Regional Workforce Investment Board?
The NRWIB, of course.
Yeah. The link. Oh, Kevin says, give us the link. It's in the bio. It's below in the bio. Go click it. All right. So, all right, let's keep it going. Let's keep this rolling. So, BMAC is gone. End of an era, guys. Sad days. Some moves were made though on the Broncos today. Obviously, we kind of already hinted at it, and that was that we picked up defensive nose tackle Tyler Lancaster, who most recently. Well, not most recently, but probably his most recent starting. He started 10 games in 2019 for the Green Bay Packers. It's a depth move, in my opinion. I don't think that there's anything about it that is flashy on the surface. I mean, who knows? Neither was Alex Singleton, but hey. So I mean, I think it's depth for camp, and we'll see what becomes of it, as time goes.
Well,
what do you guys think of that?
Unfortunately, speaking of Mr. Singleton, he may be a casualty coming up. That's just
Drew Sanders is.
Mr. Sanders is not a joke. Like he's here to.
I have been hearing. I was talking to. Avatar's back. Hello, Avatar.
We're back.
And we're back. No, I don't know. Rob, have you really been hearing much on this Mr. Drew Sanders at linebacker in camp?
I mean, just that he's been, really impressing the coaches
kid-
and really standing out.
Talking to Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens says he's scary.
I mean,
That's Zach Stevens of DNVR saying that. He's scary.
I mean, I saw like a projected depth chart where he's the number 2. So, I mean, for a rookie to come in and be the number 2, like that's pretty wild.
Well, I mean, they did. He was being predicted with possible shades of Micah Parsons, during the draft. So
let me ask a question though, and I'm just going to be devil's advocate here, Rob. Last year at this time, were you a huge Jonas Griffith fan?
Yes and no.
Like he was gonna be something big. Like big.
I wanna be somebody. Sorry.
No, I think this time last year, yeah. I mean, Jonas Griffith was, supposed to be the guy, and coming in. So, yeah, that didn't pan out whatsoever. So again, like I am with this coaching staff, and like I am with this team in this upcoming season, I'm staying even keel until I see them prove it on the field.
You're a monster.
Well, and that gets to that point. Singleton has proved it on the field. We've all seen him.
Oh, dude, I love Singleton.
And that's why he got a contract. So, like, Sanders, he may be like the cat's pajamas right now, but you know what? Jonas Griffith was last year at this time, and he did diddly-do last year.
And I have to agree with my boy Kevin's comment there. He said, let's be honest, they hype up every new player like they're the best. I mean, Wilson was going to win Denver a Super Bowl before the season started. Well, we all knew how that turned out. That was straight dog shit.
Well, tell us how you really feel, buddy.
Kevin just sees the future, as in this year.
Well, do you see that picture, dude? Like, I swear, I'm pretty sure he's looking into the future in that picture.
That's a picture that would convince me he sees into the future.
There is so much seeing into the future right there. I want to pop in as Doc Brown and just shout "Great Scott." But
aren't you the one, Johnny, that already proclaimed the comeback player of the year? That will happen on top of this MVP. At least the comeback player of the year.
I think I did. Who did I say?
Well, I mean, Russell Wilson is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, yeah, it's Russ. No, I've had a few of these guys. I told you I had a really, really bad day on a personal level. I've already had a few of these. I'm not remembering much right now.
Oh heck yeah, Kevin sending us headshots.
Dude, I'm no. I was gonna say I'm gonna frame it and hang it in the man cave. No, I'm gonna blow it up and cover my entire garage door with it, so that the neighbors can see that fierce look as they pass the house.
That's good stuff.
Now you know what? Okay, I like D-Rock's question here. So Jewel or Singleton is tag team partners with Sanders. Rob, you want to you give the first answer on this one? Because I've got a prediction.
I love Josie Jewell and I love Singleton. I would have to say Singleton.
Yeah, all right, Jay.
I'm saying Josie Jewell is the odd man out.
I do too.
Singleton is paid more recently, and Sanders is younger. Money.
Yep. Plus, and that you literally just stole the words right out of my mouth. As far as that goes, so stop that. But the other side of it that I was going to throw out there too is that when you watch film from college of Drew Sanders, he plays on the left side. Oh, sorry, the right side. He plays on the right side. It's where he's best. It's just like Micah Parsons. That's where he is best.
I didn't know that.
It's where you see the majority of his play come from, and the majority of his highlight reel was on the right side of the defense. So, excuse me, I just had like a reset or something.
There was a glitch in the matrix.
Did it? Yeah, but legit, I think his best play comes on the right side. From the weak side. So to swap him and to toss Alex Singleton out and put him on the left side, because we both know Josie Jewell can't play the strong side. He just is not. That's not his spot. I agree. He's poor Josie's the odd man out, and he's on the last year of his contract anyway. So this, this makes,
Well, honestly, here's another, I guess, layer to it though. Josie wears the green dot, correct?
Correct.
So he is a very intricate part of this OTAs, a very intricate part of the planning session into the year, right? Follow me in that.
I would say though that Alex has been in at least pro level football long enough that he could don the green dot. And be okay.
I just think that they might punt for a year. That might happen, but that might be a next offseason Josie Jules out.
Kevin, good Lord, man. He says, can we please talk about why those two guys behind Jay look like they're about to kiss?
Hey, those are champions, okay? They can do whatever they want.
And then Shadow says, Simmons, Sanders, Sutton, and Singleton. Like, come on!
Holy cow, Sally sold seashells on the seashore, D-Rock.
I know, really. He also picked a peck of pickled peppers. Anyway, so, all right, I like that. Now, champion kissers.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, Kevin, you fit right into this group, buddy. We go off on tangents and caveats all the time, and that's how it's fun. We keep it fun. So, I like that. Now, let's talk about the other signing that happened today, and that would be the return of veteran right tackle Cam Fleming. Hopefully, as nothing more than a backup to our new star right tackle Mike McGlinchey.
You had it right there, Johnny. Hopefully, as a nothing.
Well, hey, listen.
I hope he's not part of the plan.
He didn't do too bad when he had to fill in.
That's what I was about to say. He didn't do too bad when he had to fill in.
Yeah,
he wasn't. Hey, listen, he wasn't any worse than Billy Turner was.
Well, yeah, but Billy Turner's just there to hang out with his friends. That's why he's a Jet. Did you see that?
I did see that, yes.
Ridiculous.
Shit.
Ridiculous.
Anyway. Oh, it's cute. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, no, but, we do need the depth. And one thing that we do know about Cam Fleming is that he can play more of the offensive line than just the tackle position. We've got right now, on paper, a very, very strong, and I mean that's literal sense of the word, strong, powerful starting offensive line. And I'm still going to stand by it that our new center that we just drafted out of Oregon, Alex Forsythe, is going to be the starting center.
God, I hope so.
Wait a second now. Hold the phone.
What?
You're just going to casually walk over all that?
Well, I haven't been casual about anything. You just haven't been here for the shows I've talked about.
Oh, wow. Well, okay. Well,
you were casually absent from the podcasts that we discussed it.
Lloyd Cushenberry's just a forgotten thought. Like, he's supposed to be the smartest person in the offensive line room. Like,
Jay, you're smart. Hold on. You're going to sit there and tell me that you think Cushenberry is good. Is that what you're saying?
He's got more cushion for the pushing. That's about it.
Let's take a step back
and think about
let's take a second and think about where he has been in his career. Do you think he got much guidance last year from a coaching standpoint?
No, but I think that he got guidance from the regime that was before that for 2 seasons and still didn't look any better than he did last season.
Yeah, but we were switching. Like, we were not a settled form. Our offense was garbage.
Listen, you said, look where he has been, and the only place that I can remember him being is being shoved backwards into the face of my quarterback constantly. Okay? That, I'm over it. Like, I'm at that point. Like, I am at my wits freaking end with watching it collapse from the center.
Let's say this, though. If Cush is the week 1 starter and Sean Payton gave the opinion of that he should be, will you not trust that process? Have you given up on Cush to that extent? Because I believe he is still unproven. Right. I'm not bringing, I'm not putting in my judgments
yet. If Sean Payton endorses him, I'll get behind it. And here's why I say that. Okay. One thing I know about Sean Payton, Isaiah and I have talked about this at length in my kitchen. That's right, in my kitchen.
Well, I have been in my kitchen.
Well, no.
And
Listen,
no, that's
by the
not
way,
a metaphor for anything.
It is not. I have a very nice kitchen, and I'm a damn good
That's
cook.
what she
so
said.
Get over it. Anyway, but no, looking back, all right, at Sean Payton in the past, and Drew Brees has actually said in an interview that this is the style of player or of coach that Sean Payton is. Yes, thank you. Cushion needs to be pushing out the door. Peace, bitch. Anyway, no. When you look at Sean Payton and the kind of coach he is, and Drew Brees has actually said it in interviews, every single year, every single player is competing for their position in a Sean Payton regime. And that means, to me, that means he is out there day one of OTAs and training camp with a clipboard. And on that clipboard, he has tally marks. And he sits there, and for everything that he sees he likes for a player, he goes, dot, 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 you know? And by the end of it all, he sits there and goes, 1, 2, 3, you're the starter. You're not. But coach, I've been a captain of this team for 5 years. And Sean Payton's like, clipboard doesn't lie. I don't give a shit. Get out. That's the kind of coach I think that Sean Payton is to me. And that's the kind of coach I want. I want him to build a team of the best talent, not because they're the, the incumbent or whatever. Now, if Kush comes in against Alex Forsythe, and we know he's going to beat that kid that we got from Seattle, Kyle.
His Fuller.
Yeah, Kyle Fuller, the other Kyle Fuller, the second Kyle Fuller that we brought.
Like 3 Kyle Fullers in the league.
Yeah, that Kyle Fuller.
That's
we know
right.
he's
Jesus, Kevin. That's right, Jesus.
Where?
It's like, where's Waldo?
Anyway, but no, that's the kind of coach that I want. I want a coach who's going to sit there and be like, I don't give a shit that you're the incumbent. I don't give a crap how long you've been in this league. If there's somebody better than you, they're the starter, period. And I'm sorry, I do not think Kush has, until Kush proves it to me, I'm over him. Now, again, Sean Payton comes out the gate and goes, yeah, man, training camp, Kush is my guy. I'm going to be like, okay, all right.
Well, one could obviously say that all you have to know is that they drafted someone at his position in the nearest draft they could. And maybe that's all that you can, say about how they think of him. So, I mean, that makes total sense.
Rob, did you do any research on this kid, Alex Forsythe?
I did a little bit when he got drafted, but I haven't done much through camp yet so far.
Number one, the leader, the undisputed leader of the offensive line in Oregon, the best O-line, not in the Pac-12, not on the West Coast,
it's the Pac-12.
The best offensive line in college football last season. All of college football. That's a better O-line than Notre Dame. That's a better O-line than OSU. Look, period. You look at the stats. Best offensive line in college football, and he was the undisputed leader. We got him in the 7th round. I can live with that.
And that's why I'm behind you with saying that he should be the day one, week 1 starter.
I'm not saying he should be. I'm saying I predict he will be.
I'm just gonna put a pin or maybe have some reservation about anointing a 7th rounder as a starter, right out of the gate. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not anointing. I'm not saying he should be. I'm saying I think that he will be. There's a big difference between saying should or think he will.
True.
So that's right. Kevin, I just want to say it every time. Get Blake Bortles, get the best. No, thank you.
I told you that before.
Kevin used to call him Balake.
Of course he did. Oh, dude.
Balake Bortles.
Oh, my God. I've actually been going back through Key and Peele the last 2 weeks. Oh, my God. I don't think I've ever laughed as hard in my life as I do, except maybe Chappelle's show, but at Key and Peele. Those two guys were absolute just comedy gods.
But Blake Bortles was one of the 4 quarterbacks to sit in the COVID room where they put all of their sensors on the 4 corners.
And the entire Broncos quarterback room got suspended for a game against.
That's Kendall Hinton. That Kendall Hinton game is because of Blake Bortles. So thanks a lot, Kevin.
Who is in the Hall of Fame because of that situation?
I guess.
Hey, no guy had ever had to step into a quarterback position on the day of the game before, who hadn't played quarterback in the NFL. It was unprecedented. His wristband, of plays, and his towel and his jersey are on display in the Hall of Fame for it. He actually, when they put it on display, he got to be there for its unveiling and take his grandparents who raised him to see it. That's pretty damn cool for him. Like, he may never get, let's be honest. I don't think Kendall Hinton is ever going to get named to the Hall of Fame and get that gold jacket. But to be in the Hall of Fame that way in some form or fashion, especially when you're still a young and current player, is pretty damn cool.
Absolutely.
Kevin, I'm fully willing to recognize and think about Jag's success and whatnot. But correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Hackett was on that team. And it's too soon for me to recognize successes for Hackett. So I can't do it. I can't do it with the AFC
Kevin is not making himself a really strong case right now, Rob. I'm just telling you. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I really like Kevin here. He said, "Did Russ take Denver there?" Ooh. Hey, Kevin, F you. I'm kidding. Avatar asked me if I've ever heard of the comedian Brad Williams. He is a Broncos fan. I have heard of Brad Williams. Although I have not reached out to him yet. I should do that. There are several non-player celebrities that I've reached out to recently, to include, and these are both television and like internet fame.
Wait, Johnny,
Angela, what?
Have you reached out?
Hey, Mr. Wilson!
How many times?
Okay, just making sure. I just need to make sure.
Yeah,
it needs to be in the minutes.
But no, the one that the most recent ones I've reached out to that are Broncos fans, I'm hoping to get on the show very soon just for fun, are Angela from The Office. She's a Broncos fan. In fact, she just did that. For those that were paying attention, she did the Broncos schedule release video with Peyton Manning and Miles in the form of The Office, which was hysterical. I've reached out, hoping to hear from her soon. Another one is Mr. Taylor, also known as on the internet as Dude Dad. He is hysterical. I know that dads everywhere watch his stuff and relate to it entirely. Really, really funny guy. And a diehard Broncos fan. So I'm trying to get him on the show too. But that one's a little hard because his wife just had another baby. So times are a changing for that guy. And, Bob Dylan. The times they are changing. But oh yeah, and for Kevin being the newest face in here. I do a lot of impressions as well there, Kevin. So that right there was my Bob Dylan. Anyway. The face.
Damn it, Johnny!
Shut up! You're right. No. All right. So there we go. Cam Fleming comes in and he may be, we went way off on that. Sorry about that, guys. But, but look at, he's an experienced right tackle, but he can play down the line. I obviously think it's a depth signing. Mike McGlinchey is going to be the starter. For everything we gave up to go get him, he's the starter, right? Like, I'm not, blowing smoke here. You guys agree with me there?
No, absolutely. I believe that
Cam Fleming will be here in case guys like Quinn Miners, or Mike McGlinchey get hurt. He can play on the left side, but it's not where he's strongest. And Ben Powers, let's be honest, the more and more I've watched of this guy's film, the guy's a brick wall in a football uniform. So there's very few people that can step in and really make a difference when he's not there, comparatively, in my opinion. But I mean, it's interesting some of the things that have happened. So That's the big news coming out of Dove Valley, right, guys? But let's talk before we get out of here. I really think we need to build another segment, Jay, just called Stupid Rules.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the rule change that was voted on and approved and reported on today. And that is the the fair catch on kickoff rule.
Yeah.
Who in the hell thinks this is going to be fun to watch?
Oh my God, that's gross.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's going to. I know, I listened to Pat McAfee go off about it. Basically,
he's a punter. Of course, he's going off about it.
Yeah.
Basically, what they've proposed is that on kickoffs, if you fair catch the ball anywhere between,
you have the option to fair catch the ball.
It goes straight to the 25-yard line. So you could fair catch it on the 1, which is normally what teams want to do, is pin them as deep as they can. And if they fair catch it, guess what? You get 25 yards.
One thing that hasn't been expanded upon, obviously, is there's rules on a punt on when a fair catch can be called. Obviously, a player has to be within a certain distance of you before you can call fair catch. I guarantee there will be a rule there. Is for the in the same. They will enact like there has to be another player within 7 yards of you for you to call fair catch on the kickoff. But the point is, why don't we just get rid of kickoffs entirely and just let teams just trot onto the field and start at the 25 from now on? Because you can either kneel it, let it bounce out the back of the end zone for a touchback, kneel it down in the end zone for a touchback, or fair catch it at the 1 yard line or further up to get it to the 25-yard line.
Johnny, pretend this Kleenex is tin foil.
You look like an Amish maid.
Do you know that
the Muffin? Yes, the Muffin Man.
Drury Lane? Oh yeah, GPS'd them quite a bit. But the same day, all those rules changed that basically devalues the position of a kicker and removes the finesse that it takes to not just kick the ball as fast and as hard as you can out of the end zone, which honestly 9 out of 10 NFL kickers can do nowadays. Just kick it out of the end zone. Everyone can do that, right?
Listen, Lady Catherine May, can you please remove your bonnet? It's very distracting. No.
But you know what? We decided to just say, you know what? The heck with kickers. We're going to punt on having a kicker. And we just won't have a kicker. We just won't sign
No. It's dumb. And like Kevin says it right here. Oh, right here. One of the dumbest rules ever. It won't last. It won't last. How often every season there's a few rules that they try out for a season to see what they think. That one will be one to go.
I don't even want them to do it this year.
No, God, no, I don't either, because what the hell's the point? But you know that they're going to do it. They've already approved it. So
hey, let's just be thankful they're not doing the XFL crap, okay?
That's fair. That is very fair.
That's got to make someone like Bill Belichick's blood just absolutely boil, because he is a special teams, through and through hard-nosed coach that believes that like kickoffs are the reason why teams win. Like,
but you understand that Bill Belichick.
No, think about it though. Literally at the beginning of the game, and figuratively, it all begins with the kickoff.
Absolutely, but again, you also, Jay, you understand that Bill Belichick is the Sith Lord of the NFL, and he's just getting wrinklier and wrinklier, and the hood is getting deeper and coming down further over his face. And I really think he's going to trot on. He's going to trot onto the damn field with a lightsaber one of these days. I'm telling you.
Wow, very nice.
Gross. Well, I hope he doesn't.
Oh God! Could you imagine Bill Belichick and Roger Goodell and Robert Kraft and Jerry, good old Jerry, walk into the middle of the field together to the Imperial March? Like,
hey boys, remember when we played that game in 1957?
Yeah.
Have I showed you
Jerry.
that before?
They're gonna get out to the middle of the field, and And Roger Goodell's going to be like, with the 23rd pick.
Are you serious?
Oh, dude. But anyway, it's fun to think about, but it's a stupid rule. It's a stupid rule. Rob, stop using my Star Wars analogies, you hack. Well, get on the show, Kevin. Get on the show, Kevin, and then he won't have to. Buzzinga. Anyway. All right, so
Declare.
all right, so guys, I want to ask you, Rob. I know you really weren't watching this week, but Jay, I feel like there's a segment we need to do in honor of the games that we got to watch this over this last week. Okay, so guys, let's get ready for a little extra dose of fun tonight. What do you say? How about a little bit of eats and greets? Oh God, I love that Dude, transition.
That slaps. That is
doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I would like to hear at the next roller skating party.
You're still going to those, huh? There, John Travolta.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Hey, man. Hey. Anyway, all right. We're talking Mile High Menu for just a little moment here, guys, because over the last week, Jay got to be traipsing all over our home state of Colorado. Enjoying going to breweries and enjoying wonderful food. Jay, what game time delicacies did you enjoy this week?
Oh, let me tell you, I had the fine Colorado tradition of a nice
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Nope.
Hot balls.
Nope.
No.
A nice bowl of green chili.
I hate you so much right now.
That stuff right there. Woo! You take a little bit, a couple crackers. Throw a couple crackers in that. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's some good stuff right there.
That green chili, bro. Yeah, oh dude. My God.
You can literally put that on everything.
You know that grandma used to send me cans of pork green chili from Colorado in the mail because I can't freaking find it here in Tennessee. And now grandma doesn't even do that anymore.
Yeah,
it's
man.
So sad.
Kevin, if there was green chili on it.
On them balls.
I'd take it.
Dude,
I think about it.
No. Actually, just to speak of that pork green chili for a minute, the last can that I had, I took into work, and I was making breakfast for myself in the kitchen at work, and I had a Tupperware full of that delicious Colorado pork green chili, and I warmed it up, and then I spooned it over the top of a breakfast burrito, and somebody stopped and said, "What is that?" I said, that's pork green chili, and they said, "What is pork green chili?" And I said,
"Oh yeah, dude."
I looked at them, and I was like, "Your entire life is about to change." I let them have one bite of it. They went and ordered like 2 pallets.
There are so many people throughout the country that have no idea what pork green chili is, man. Like they think it's green hot sauce, and it's not green hot sauce. Like
not even close. It's more like, in fact, if you really think about the consistency of it, it's more like a nice gravy with a nice spice.
Kind of, yeah, it is kind of like a gravy.
But it's just there's nothing like it. Yeah. And Jay, and real quick, Rob, we'll get to your Mile High Menu here in a moment. But Jay, I don't know if you were there when we were kids for this moment. But I literally caught our grandfather with some of that pork green chili one time. We were at Delicioso. Do you remember Delicioso Mexican restaurant?
Yep.
We were at Delicioso, me and Grandpa, and he had dropped his spoon on the floor. Okay, and anybody who knows a hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant in Colorado, you don't pick something up off the floor. Okay,
it's cowboy territory.
It was a great restaurant, but you don't want to eat off that floor.
Yeah.
Grandpa grabs a napkin. I shit you not, and he scoops the leftover pork green chili around his plate. He sits there and scoops it all around till he's got it like a little puddle, and he scoops it up with a napkin and goes and sucks it out of the napkin. Because he was not letting any of that pork green chili go to waste.
I mean, you could have just asked for another spoon.
Rob, you leave the memory of our grandfather alone.
It was scrumdiddlyumptious, and
It is.
everyone.
Yeah.
It was savory.
For game times this week, Rob, I don't know if you watch any sports, but give us the best thing you got to eat this week. Mile High Menu.
Honestly, my mother, who makes awesome food all the time.
Fan of the show.
Yeah, fan of the show. She actually made some noodleless lasagna, which is absolutely to die for.
Send noodles. I'm sorry. We're talking about your mom. I
mean, don't get me wrong. Lasagna, homemade is good to begin with, but it's very filling. So you take the noodles out, and and it's not so filling. But
I'm sorry. Last time.
Took the noodle out. That's what she said.
Last time.
So that's what I had this week. So
what the hell you lying to? That's awesome. Okay, real quick to Jay's here. Shadow said, our boy Shadow down there in SoCal says no idea over here. D-Rock, bro, jump online, go to Amazon.com, search pork green chili, order just a can or two. Let it come to you. I promise you, it will change your entire life.
Is there a specific brand, Johnny?
Nope.
Really just search Colorado green chili. Anyone in Colorado that makes green chili is going to make that kind of green chili.
I have gone and bought the cheapest can of pork green chili, what you would consider maybe like the Vienna sausages of pork green chili, and it was still phenomenal. It was still delicious. Okay, so do that. Avatar says, sorry, but my dad would have picked up the spoon and still used it. Avatar, that's disgusting. But I still can't get over Avatar's back. Earlier in the show, I forgot to bring it up. Avatar said, I've got to find it real quick. He said, I can't believe it. I found my dudes, Johnny and Jay. Dude, I think it has been since we parted ways with our former cohorts that we've seen Avatar. Avatar has always been our man. Avatar, you were the first guy in our studio every single episode for years. Now that we're on our own again, it's so good to see you back. I hope to see you every week, every Tuesday. And of course, as Rob gets ready to debut his show on our network, I hope you really come to love Rob and his crew and what they're going to be doing on Orange and Blue Hour and our other new shows on the network, the Orange and Blue Blitz and the Fresh Squeeze and a few other shows that we're coming out with. And of course, Avatar, I don't think you ever got to enjoy our pre- and post-game shows, the Get Bucked Game Day show and the Buck Your Feelings post-game show. This was all before Sean Payton said the whole, bucket thing. So, we actually invented that shit, and but we still love Sean Payton. My game day food for the week, I did this during games 3 and 4. I made some burger patties, some good burger patties, mixing it up between the pork and the beef with the lean and the a little bit of chuck, but some good lean pork too. Enjoying it, making a good patty. Throw that on the grill, but the inside grill because I didn't want to go outside. But the grill on my stove, I have a stovetop grill. Throw a few of those on there with some Chipotle cheddar cheese.
That sounds good.
Yeah. And I'm not even joking about this, a brioche bun, but it's an everything brioche bun. All the toppings you'd find on an everything bagel, but on a brioche hamburger bun. With the burger, with the Chipotle cheddar cheese, and then a little bit of that Hidden Valley secret sauce.
Oh, wow.
The yellow one that looks kind of like a mustard, but it doesn't taste like a mustard.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome. It was so good. And I actually dropped one right onto my Jokic jersey in the middle of game 3. I was getting so excited.
Are you serious?
So I am very serious. I had to sit there and pre-treat my jersey, dude. I was really upset.
I don't blame you. As you should. That's why I don't wear this white one anywhere around food, because I know, I'll throw something on it very quickly.
Guys,
I realize I haven't done it.
Avatar said here that he subscribed to our channel. So anybody watching, make sure you go hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and anytime we go live, you will be notified.
Avatar, thank you.
What a guy.
Please,
What a
like,
guy.
and share, okay? Get it out there. Avatar, I know you are deep in the world of Broncos fandom. If you would please, since we have split off on our own and have basically literally restarted from scratch, if you would please help us out, share, get that share out there for us and tell some people, because we do miss having the we always have it. We still have our big faves. We've got you, Avatar. We still have Dave Full Glass Glassman and Shadow Jacker and a few others that still show up every single week. But we used to have a lot more commenters in the stream every single day. And we miss kind of having those big conversations with a lot of people. Those were fun. Oh, by the way, guys, that's 3. Anyway, I didn't throw the other 2 either. So that was actually 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's been fun, guys. I don't know why. I wanted to say I didn't.
Very sorry to hear, Avatar.
Avatar, bro. Oh, OG Broncos fan, Avatar's dad. Lots of love from the OG. Nothing rhymes, and we love you, brother. If you need anything, man, you always just reach out. If I can, I will. And if I can't, I'll tell you sorry. But I do apologize, and I hope it was peaceful, and I hope that you and your family are doing okay through it all. That being said, guys, it is officially 15 minutes past the hour mark of our show. We've gone a little longer than we have because it's just been a fun show tonight.
It has. It's been nice to sit down. I don't know about you gentlemen, but it's been nice to sit down with you.
It's been go for me for weeks.
Shoot the shit.
I'm just gonna go throw it out there. Jay and Rob, you both already know what the day that I've had. My car was repossessed before I woke up this morning, and it's been a rough day for me. I've been running around all day trying to find my car, figure out which lot had it, and figure out what I have to pay to get my car back, and clear all my personal belongings out. And I've just been go. And I called out of work. Even I called out of work on purpose. Like, I don't do that, yo. I do not call out of work. So for me to do that, it's been a bad day. But getting to sit down with you guys tonight, getting to sit and talk Broncos, talk football, meet the face. I mean Kevin. And to reunite with one of our most OG, one of the true OG fans of Nothing Rhymes in Avatar. It has taken what has been nothing short of a shit day and made it tolerable.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say that to both you guys. You are my friends. You are my family. To our fans, you are the same. You are our friends. We love you. We truly plan our goal with this show. No matter how big it gets, no matter how many fans watch it live, our goal has always been and will always be to make it feel like you are attending a tailgate with your best friends every single week. That is our goal on this show. We can sit here and give you nothing but stats all day, but everybody does that and it's boring. I would much rather you feel like you're just hanging out with your buddies who share common interests. So please, Jesus, Avatar, how the heck did you pull? This is Avatar, dude. 96 Broncos jerseys. Whoo!
Just a small flex out the door, huh? Just a small flex out the door.
Hey, Avatar, what is your oldest jersey? Like, what player is your oldest jersey?
I know he has a Frank Tripucka. I know that.
Wow. You don't hear that. Remember. You don't hear that at all.
Yeah, I know he has a Craig Morton. There's a few others. I know he has one. I have one that's I guarantee is older than both y'all have. And that is an autographed line for 87.
Yep.
Who was on the Broncos, who left the Broncos in 1967.
Wow.
So
I would like to get a
I've got me
Floyd Little someday. I'd like to get a Floyd Little jersey. I think that'd be cool.
Me too. I'd like to get a little Floyd. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, dude, that's pretty dope, Avatar. It's good. It's nice to know. And so yeah, like I said, just I got off on it again, but you guys make the days easier. Okay, plain and simple. Our fans, you're my friends. I love you guys, and I can't. Oh no, you know what? That was Glenn. That was Glenn that had Frank and Craig Morton, Frank Tripuga and Craig Morton's. But still, 96 jerseys, dude. That's insanity. I can't. Someday we'll have to compare. Well, no, I can't compare. I've got like 24, maybe 25. But D-Rock says he needs a dirty Bill Romanowski.
That's what she said.
When you say it like that, Shadow, when you say it like that, yeah, I don't know if you're talking about a player or a sex act. Like, what do you like? You walked in. What do you do?
Serious?
You ever had a? You ever? Do you do? Excuse me. Do you do dirty Bill Romanowski's? Like,
I told you that before.
No. I just do the rim job. Anyway, that's terrible. Avatar says the signed John Elway is his oldest.
Ooh.
Nice.
So there you go. I have the oldest jersey in my autographed Lionel Taylor.
I have an autographed Terrell Davis.
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
awesome.
Terrell Davis played in the 90s. Okay.
I'm just saying,
about
it's the only
old.
jersey that I have that's
I
autographed.
know, but I'm saying you're talking about dirty. D-Rock says Dirty Sanchez.
That's no
What
way
team
to
did
talk
wait.
about Mark Sanchez.
Wait,
What team did he play for? What team did Dirty Sanchez play for?
The
Listen,
Cowboys.
Mark Sanchez is the only player to ever do the butt fumble. Okay, that's pretty dirty.
Avatar has a Jerry Rice Broncos jersey. Nice.
Why?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean,
Why the hell not, dude? He played for us for one season, but it didn't matter. He was still Jerry Rice on the Broncos.
is that 19? Is that a 19 Jerry Rice jersey?
I think so.
Something
That's
like
right
that.
up there. That's right up there with my number 45 Michael Jordan jersey
Well,
that I have in a box.
You know
No,
what?
think about it. Think about it. Like, you talking about Jerry Rice? He played for one other team ever than San Francisco, and that was the Denver Broncos. And he only played for us for one season. To have one of those jerseys has got to be pretty damn rare.
That'd be like a Wizards Jordan jersey or something. Like
No.
doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't look right. But this was the 1 year. There was some issue. I think it was right after he came back to Chicago. Remember, he left Chicago for like a season, and then he came back. Some other player, I don't even remember his name because who gives a shit, was wearing number 23. So for one season, only Michael Jordan wore number 45. And then the next season, they were like, "Dude, get rid of you. Take off 23. It's Michael's." But I at a thrift shop as a kid, my mother and I found this number 45 Michael Jordan jersey, and I've had it appraised, and I've got people that would offer up big money for it because it is very rare.
I'm floored
But-
someone wouldn't give Michael Jordan 23. Like, how does Michael Jordan not just like walk into the locker room and like?
I am Beyonce always.
Do not forget that when he left the Bulls and then before he and then came back, he only had 3 championships at that point. He didn't have his 6 yet.
Makes sense.
So at that point, he was Michael Jordan. He wasn't Michael Jordan. Yeah,
Oh, that's a good bit of trivia there, Avatar.
I love it. Yep, and you know what? I don't think I could look back on Rod Smith and see him wearing a number other than 80 because. Anybody who's watched our show for any amount of time knows that my favorite player of all time is Rod Smith. So, and that's one I have reached out through mutual friends to Rod Smith to try to get him on this show. Working on it, okay? I swear to God, I will not rest before death before I get Rod Smith on my show. So, anyway,
a pretty big
guys, this is
declaration.
yeah. I'm probably gonna die sad then.
Just continue.
I declare.
Guys, I love y'all, and this has been fun. Rob, thank you for joining us for the show tonight. Can't wait for Orange and Blue Hour to get its official debut. And,
Working on it.
I know you are. I know you are. It's gonna be great. Hey, Avatar says he has Rod's autograph. I want it. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun. We've gone 24 minutes over the time we normally go, so we've definitely been having a good time, guys. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday edition of the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast here on the Orange and Blue Network. We have had an absolute blast hanging out with you. And if you like what you saw, if you like what you heard, take the extra 5 seconds for us. Hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, ring that notification bell so that whenever we go live, you know it, and you're able to keep up with all the awesome content that we put out. Guys, we will be back next Tuesday, 2 days before the beginning of the finals, Jay, to talk Denver Broncos, Denver Nuggets, basically all Colorado sports. Obviously, we're Broncos-centric, but we love our sports in general. It's been an absolute blast hosting you guys tonight, and we cannot wait to do it again soon. Please like, subscribe, and share. Go down below. Go over to Dubby. Get yourself a dub. Also, check out the swag button in our shop. Get yourself some swag and show everybody that you are an OG member of the NRW crew. I thank you all for joining us. Guys, this has been fun, and I feel my feelings feel thoroughly bucked. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, now that you mention it, you know, those feelings do feel bucked.
Yeah, thank you for coming in and helping me buck my feelings.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, but we will see you next week, and I can't wait. Go Broncos!
Go Broncos! Let's go!